Good day, ladies and gents. How you doing? It's Danny Stewart here from bassjapandirect.com with another Naked Sound review, and our bass today is this rather wonderful Greco JB450S, which means sunburst. But of course you might be saying, it's not sunburst, it's blooming teal green. What you on about? Well, that's because it's a rescue bass. Yep, this is number 25. Just completed, and I'm very pleased with this one actually. As you can see, it has this rather nice Japanese flame chestnut pickguard, which I custom made, and I contoured it as well so that you can slap more easily. And it sounds great for slap. That's just both pickups with the tone all the way up. You know, and the pickups are the original Maxon humbuckers, which I feared might not work, but luckily they were healthy, so lucked out there. You know, the body, when it came to me, yes, it's sunburst. It's a mahogany body with maple top and back veneers, and then the center is solid mahogany, I think in 3 pieces, something like that. So it sounds great, you know, it's got that lovely mahogany honk to it. Yeah, so I love that tone. Yeah, this sets up to 1.5 millimeters at the 12th fret, and I was very lucky that this actually played. At first I thought it might not play because when it came to me, the fretboard was actually coming off of the neck, and somebody had already tried to repair it. My initial thought was to try and take the whole fretboard off and then plane everything down and redo it, but when I looked into doing that, it seemed delicate and that the fretboard might actually break. That would be horrible. I wouldn't want that to happen. So it wasn't so badly coming off. So what I did was I managed to fix it so that I could get it to be secure enough. Glued it back down, added a new nut. It was missing its nut, added a nut. And then I set it up for a preliminary check, and lo and behold, it actually played at 2 millimeters at that point. It was actually quite acceptable, not bad at all. You know, which for basses of this era were not designed to play at sort of like 1 millimeter, you know, like your modern boutique basses or anything like that, you know. So that was sort of like pretty much actually above, or it was lower than the standard action at the time, which would have been about 3 millimeters back in that day. But I know, of course, most of my customers want something that will play more like a modern bass. So I did extensive work on this. I spent 3 days on it, and pretty much three solid days working on this. It was very, very challenging. So first of all, one thing that took a lot of time was the pick guard, and this was a great chance for me to hone my skills with at making custom pick guards using G-string. So that's very comfy now, and the other bonus about this pick guard is that the E-string side is much thicker, and this actually acts like a thumb rest. So that's kind of cool. That's something I'll be making a lot more of, these style custom pick guards. Yeah, it's very, very playable, as you can hear. And there's no... It's actually even got... got quite good sustain. And I think the reason for that is because what I did was I made a custom riser to fit exactly in the neck pocket there, and that enables you to have a more even trajectory down to the bridge, and of course a lower action as well as a result. And the truss rod still works actually. Well, I've got it at the optimal setting, I think, right now. I think if you tighten it any more, it starts to choke a little bit down at the lower end, which is what should happen. So I think this is pretty much optimal. Might be able to even get it a little bit lower action-wise if you wanted to. But I think it's very comfy. Yeah, I really like it. I think, you know, you'd be very pleased with it if you got it. It's not that heavy, about 4.3 kilograms this one. So I mean, it's not lightweight particularly, but it's all sort of average. And it balances very nicely, of course, with the lightweight tuners. And the pots are all original, actually, funnily enough. The whole circuit is original, as it so happens. I had to resolder and stuff and tidy it up a little bit, of course, because the soldering joints had got very old. But it's working nicely, sets up nicely, plays nicely, I think it looks really cool. I think this is one of the best looking rescue basses I've done yet. Bar maybe there's a Fernandez behind it, which is rescue bass number 20, which is also a looker as well. That's actually an amazing bass, that is. But anyway, so there you go. I mean, that's it. I think I've covered all the spec. Yeah, let's take a deeper listen to it. Alright, let's go through the pickup settings quickly. Rear pickup with the tone down. Now with the turn up. Alright, so that's pretty nice, and it's got that bite, hasn't it, and that edge, and you know, you can take a little bit of that off, go halfway. Let's now go balanced and do some slap. So that's really nice and crispy and lovely. Let's do the same on the front pickup, bit of slap, and see how that sounds with the tone up. Alright, now let's go with the tone up again. Stay there with the tone up, just do some picking. Alright, so there you go. I mean, that basically covers the whole bass there for you. It's a great bass, it plays well. What can I say? You know, have at it. There's no FENDER, but it's a player, and I think it sounds great.